What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Sands and Friend Podcast. Today I got Hall of Fame Bo in the building, y'all. I got Hall of Fame Bo, second all time rushing at EIU with 4,233 yards, second to only Pope Cobb, the legendary Pope Cobb. 2006 Offensive Player, OVC, Offensive Player of the Year from the running back position. He led EIU in 4 straight rushing seasons from '03 to '06. He had 3 1,000-yard seasons to end his career and finished with 43 rushing touchdowns and a handful of receiving touchdowns. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you guys 2-9 V Webb. What up, man?
What's up, T Sander, man? Thanks for having me on, man. I'm really excited about this, man. I seen Rick's interview. I'm like, yeah, we gonna go in, man. So I'm happy to be here, man.
Come on, man. I appreciate you taking the time out your day, man. I know you got those boys, man. They keep you active and busy.
Absolutely.
What's that like, man? Being a father, man. That's
Man,
different from each other, man. What's that like?
it's the best thing ever, man. Like, I knew how it was when I was growing up, how my dad was about me. So, having my own kids, man, like, it's the best thing ever. And I grew up with my dad. Obviously, I didn't live with him until I was like 14, when I moved from my mom's house to my dad's house. But my kids, like, they live with me. I brought them home from the hospital. Every day of their life, I've been there raising them. So it's a blessing, man. Fatherhood is the best thing going, bro.
Come on, man. Ain't nothing better, man. Nothing feel better than this.
Absolutely.
What's up? I see I'm doing good. So, man,
Absolutely.
I like to ask my guests, to kind of see their perspective on how we met. So, what you recall about how we met? Well,
Well, obviously it was, just at, it was in, I don't know if it was like we met in the dorms, like, we was in Douglas Hall all together. I don't know if we met there right away or
yeah,
like the freshman orientation, like when we was in the, in the meeting room. That's when I first met G Love, my roommate. So a lot of guys in there, we didn't know each other. You know what I mean? So I don't
right.
know if I met you there or, we was just in the dorms in between practice. But, once I figure out who you was, like where you was from Florida. Like this is my first interaction with like anybody from Florida, and me
Yeah,
growing up a Florida State fan, like it kind of meant a lot. And then you, like when you start telling me where you was from, like I'm like, this dude worked from like P Dub from like, like
yeah.
I live by P Dub, you know what I mean? So being able to meet you and knowing where you was from and kind of having that similar background, so I probably was like, in the dorms or in between practices where we met. But I mean, you was always a good dude and funny dude, you know what I mean? And obviously you could ball. I mean, you was a young boy balling early, so that's probably I think how we met.
Like I say, like it's kind of the same way that you say, man. Like I can't recall whether it was in the dorms. I think I seen you in the dorms first, but I don't think we interacted until the meetings and later
Yeah,
on, like identify, okay, who the freshmen like me, who new guys like me, and who coming in
absolutely.
to make it. Cause hey, we gonna. My outlook was we gonna band together because we gonna make it. Hey, we gonna make this program
Absolutely.
stay where it is.
Yeah,
So I'm really involved in our class, our recruiting class.
for sure.
Uh, so, like you said, you already seen me playing out there. You know we can ball. You had that kind of like Rick's, man. Talk about I need to be P Dub out there, man. Can't no hey just from here. It ain't nobody like P Dub, bro.
Nobody, bro.
Nobody compared to the legendary P Dub, bro. Not
He
then,
does.
not ever, bro. He just
Yeah.
on.
Dub
He
different,
just
man.
at least around in this area where we from.
Heck yeah.
So tell us about your childhood growing up. Like you said, you got with your dad at 14. Like what
Hmm.
changed mentality
Yeah.
wise happened?
Yeah. Childhood was cool, man. I grew up, like I said, I grew up with my mom. I was always seeing my dad. It wasn't like, my dad wasn't in my life. Um, they wasn't married or together at the time. You know what I mean? So, I was just kind of splitting time. I'd be with my mom, during the week, and then the weekends I was with my dad, you know what I mean? And then when I turned 14, they kind of had a little agreement that once he gets older, he gonna go live with his dad. So I moved with my dad when I was 14. And at that time, I'm the oldest brother. I got 3 brothers and I got a sister. My brother that's next to me, Nick, he's just 5 years. We 5 years apart. That's my mom's son. And then I have my other 2 brothers, Kendall and Corlin, of my dad's kids. And then my baby sister, she was born when I was 14. So yeah, I just been the oldest brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And growing up, being the son of a boxer, like that's what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like when I was a little bitty kid, like my dad, I was in the gym with my dad. You know what I mean? Like boxing,
Yeah.
like I love boxing. You know, T Sander. I mean, everybody might not know, but I love boxing. Like boxing my thing. You know what I mean? So growing up, like that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to box. My dad, he didn't want me to get into that. He put me into football when I was like 6, and then we never turned back, man. So it's been football since then, bro.
So I think I recall something. I know when I was at your house, I had went to your house for that break. You showed me all the newspapers and stuff. And what your dad, he did something with Evander Holyfield. What he do with Evander Holyfield?
Yeah, well, Evander, that's one of his good friends. Like, I mean, I seen Evander maybe like 3, 4 months ago. I mean, that's been my dad's friend since they was, kids boxing and the amateurs, just kind of, and you meet all them people. Now, I met a lot of his friends, like famous boxers I'd have met before, whether I was adult or young, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, them just guys, I mean, obviously they're like superstars, they legends, but to us growing up, like, oh, that's just Evander, like, no disrespect, but it's like, I'm used to seeing Evander. You know what I mean? Like when we was kids, like we went down to Evander Holyfield house. And actually, and obviously this is exclusive. Don't nobody else know this but you and my family. But I beat Evander Holyfield in bowling in his house. Okay? We went down to Atlanta. It was one summer. I beat him in bowling in his house. That house that Rick Ross got now. Nope, no
Yeah.
lie, T son. I beat him in bowling one night. So he invited us back over the next night. This dude had the lanes all cleaned and waxed. He whooped my ass the next time, bro. So I can't say I beat Evander Holyfield in bowling, man.
You say you beat Evander Holyfield. Not
I
many people
beat
could
Evander Holyfield in bowling. Yes,
say,
yes.
nah, put in bowling behind there, it
In
changed the narrative.
bowling. In
I know.
bowling. Not boxing.
Hey, just say you beat him, man, that put you up in the league.
Yes, sir.
Then you be like in bowling. Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What, what was your motivation, man, growing up, man? Kid from the loop. What was your
Man, my
motivation?
motivation. Yeah,
Your
my
why behind?
motivation. Yeah, growing up, man, I was in St. Louis, middle of the map, and I love Florida State, bro. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Obviously, you know this. Everybody who
Yeah.
know me know this. I got pictures as a little boy, Florida State hats on. My parents used to always give me Florida State gear. So that was my motivation, man. Like getting to Florida State. Like I'm not joking. Like I wanted to be a running back at Florida State. I used to see Warwick Dunn. He had his back flap out. He had the visor. I was like 6 or 7, dog, and that's how I used to dress. Like I had a dark visor, all of that. So my motivation, like as a kid, that kind of like pushed me was literally being a running back at Florida State. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And obviously that didn't happen, but that's what drove me. That's what pushed me. And my dad with all the success that he had in boxing, like he's one of the best amateur boxers in the world. You know what I mean? So once he knew what I wanted to do, what I mean, he pushed me and kind of like, what I mean, to get there. He showed me what kind of work it was gonna take to kind of reach my goals. Like I said, I didn't get to Florida State. That's cool. It's all good. But that's kind of
Me,
what drove me. You know what I mean? Like I had a real like I felt like it was attainable. I was little, I was young, but that's kind of what motivated me, man. So, and then I wanted to be great at something. You know what I'm saying? Like I never been a guy who just did something to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, everybody else doing it, so let me do it. I always wanted to be like different. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't just going to be like halfway into something. If I'm in it, like I'm in it. Like I'm trying to outwork everybody. If somebody sleep, I'm working. And while they working, I'm working. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what my motivation was, to just kind of like be great. And, it ended up happening for me. It wasn't easy, but it ended up happening
man.
for me.
Hey, you didn't have an easy road. We're gonna get into this next question.
Absolutely.
You walked on at EIU. That first year I met you, you didn't have a scholarship. But by the time you left, everybody knew your name. So I want you to
Absolutely.
kind of talk about that. Like how you choose EIU, then didn't get a scholarship. Talk about that recruiting process.
Yeah, it was just crazy, man. My situation was kind of peculiar. Obviously I was good, but the high school that I went to, Ladue, I mean, we was known to be like a good football school, but we wasn't a school like that was sending kids to the next level all the time. Now we've had kids come through there who was really good, go to college, go to the NFL. Like we've had people do that, but it wasn't something that was kind of consistent. You know what I'm saying? And then at my school, we ran like a wing T offense. You know what I mean? So we always had backs. You know what I mean? So it's a whole bunch of backs. It's just what it is. It was a lot of competition. So in my situation, I ended up being like the leading rusher on the team. I think I had the most touchdowns on the team. However, teams wasn't really recruiting me as a running back. I had teams looking at me to play DB because I play really good on defense as well. And that's kind of really what I started when I was a little kid. I was just smacking people, bro. And my dad used to be like kind of scared because he thought I was gonna hurt myself. I really didn't even run the ball for real as a young kid until I was like maybe like 7 or 8. But getting back to the question, it was more so teams was looking at me to play defense. But like I told you, I wanted to be like Ward Dunn. You know what I mean? Like that was like in my mind. Like, I want to be a running back. Even if it wasn't Ward Dunn, I wanted to be a running back in college. I wanted to be like, I wanted to carry the ball because I knew I could do it. So like Northern Illinois, they wanted me to play DB. SEMO, they wanted me to play DB. The Saluki, Southern Illinois, they wanted me to play DB. So I got a couple HBCUs was wanting me to play DB, and I wasn't really interested in playing DB. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be a running back. You feel me? I wanted to be a running back, and then we ended up contacting my dad because he did all my recruiting at that time. My dad was calling coaches. He called Western Illinois and he called Eastern Illinois. Now, when he called Eastern, he got a chance to rap with Coach Rock. So Coach Rock was like, yeah, just come up on a visit, you know what I mean, in the spring, come check us out. So I never did visit Western Illinois, but
Nice.
we did end up going to Eastern. And let me back up real quick because I forgot something.
Yeah.
SEMO, which was the like in-state school, not the big school, obviously not Mizzou, but it was SEMO. SEMO was recruiting me to play DB. Now at that time, my cousin Marco Tipton, he was at SEMO, and he played DB. So I did take an official visit down there. Me, my mom, and my brother. I took a visit down there, and they wanted me at DB. But bruh, let me tell you, and it's kind of similar to what Rich was saying. When I went on a visit, bruh, they wasn't really like showing me no love like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they had other guys that they was really like more excited about. And I get it. That's just kind of the process. You know what I mean? But I kind of took that personal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and then one they had actually, and this is funny. They had one of the running backs that they had. Dude was named Jamel Oliver. I don't know if you remember that name, but Jamel Oliver, he was a running back. He was from Florida too. He was a running
Yeah.
back, and he was the guy that they, wanted as a running back. They ended up showing like highlights, and I saw his film. I'm just saying to myself, like, bro, I'm better than this dude. You know what I mean? Like, no disrespect to Jamal, he good, he a cool dude, but I just felt like I'm better than this dude. You know what I mean? Like, on some, just on some regular, just confidence. I'm better than this guy. You know what I'm saying? But the visit didn't go too well. The coach didn't really show me too much love. And then we got in the car and drove home. I told my mama, like, I'm not going here. Like, it don't matter. I'm not going to this school. And
Mm.
then we visited EIU. It was a spring game. Coach Rock, introduced me to Coach Spoo. I had a chance to see J.R. Taylor. I had a chance to see Nick Ricks, Fred Miller. I had a chance to see uh,
Almost.
Andre Raymond. Like, I'm talking about these is guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you name these guys. These are named guys for EIU. So I went up to the spring game. I watched the game, and I told my dad, like, I can play here, man. I know I can. And then Coach Spoo was like, yeah, you can come on, you can walk on, we like your film, you can play running back. And Coach Spoo told me this, man. He promised me, he said, if you're good enough, you'll get a scholarship. And that's all I needed to hear. That's
Hey,
literally all I needed to hear was if I was good enough, I would get a scholarship. And so, history shows what happened after that.
yeah, they gave me a partial at first, and then I think something happened in the off season, and then when I got there, they gave me a full. But I
I
never
didn't know
took a
that.
visit. I never took a visit, bro. I
You
never
didn't?
visited. I never took not one single college visit ever in life.
Wow.
Like
I didn't know that,
in
bro.
life.
And maybe I did when we was younger, but
Yeah, I sat out my senior year and I never took a visit. So Eastern came to my house. Rock came to my
hmm
house down here running some other visits. And then
Yeah.
he was like, "Are you gonna sign on signing day?" I'm like, "Man, I ain't even visit. I don't even know what it's like." So I, you know what? I'm gonna sign. Y'all the only school. He was like, "Well, you kind of the only option you got."
Right.
All right, like I was waiting on Florida State like you, but that
Hey,
was my
listen,
dream.
bro.
Yeah, Sanders, but no, my uncle went there, so I was gonna be my uncle before. And hey, so
Absolutely.
I ended up signing on signing day just so I want to make the
Yeah.
deadline. And I was like,
Absolutely.
ooh, I accomplished that dream, so I did
Yeah.
that. Then flew me out in the summer. They flew me out like in the summer, like soon as school ended. They brought me on a visit. I stayed with Zell and
Yeah.
Kevin
Yeah.
Zell and Kevin,
KA. Yeah. Them guys.
and they was like, "Did you bring some cleats?" I'm like, "No, I left my cleats. It's a visit." They like, "Oh, bro, you are property now. We own you. We finna work you out, right? Gonna go in the field house to get you some cleats." They found like 10 and a half. So I'm like, man, I wear like 11 and a half.
11.
Really? Like, fight to squeeze in 11. But I'm out there some 10 and a half. Romo, Diesel, Will Bumphis,
Hmm.
and I think they had Devon O'Neal.
Yeah.
Just
Dio. Yup. From Florida.
they was just these boys going one on ones against me, and it was I think Kyle Kniss was out there too, a
Kyle
backup quarterback.
Kniz. Yep. Back on quarterback. Yup.
They was just going at me, bro, like 10 reps, 12 reps. I'm like, man, bro. So they was like, okay. And then when I came up for school, they had me on
Uh-huh.
full. And I
Oh,
think
that's perfect, bro.
that's what did it, because they changed my situation when I got there. But
That's
uh
perfect, bro.
who was your toughest opponent at Eastern?
That's a good question.
Tough
Toughest
game.
up. Yeah, toughest opponent. During the later years, it ended up being Jacksonville State, I want to say. Even
Well,
though my senior year, we beat them. We
yeah.
beat them my junior and senior year because we beat them for conference. Like we won the title. We won the conference title. Yeah, like,
2 times.
yeah, 2 times, right. So I would probably say them because them first couple years, like they was a new team in the league and like they beat us. I know for sure my sophomore year we went down there. They beat us,
Yeah.
bruh. And and the reason why I know they beat us is because you remember how and they changed it, but I don't know if you remember, but you should remember. But you remember how they used to have us sit on the sideline and the fans was like literally
Right.
right behind us?
Arena football. That was my
Yes,
first taste
bro,
of.
like yes, like right behind us. So then they ended up switching us to go on the other sideline because it would end up being too much stuff. But
Yeah.
I would probably say Jacksonville State, man. Um, because other than that, I mean, we was winning the league. I mean, we had a couple years, like red shirt freshman year, we wasn't too good, and then red shirt sophomore year, we was okay. But I would probably say
Jay.
Jacksonville State. Yeah, probably Jacksonville State.
Well, if they the toughest, who on the other who on the other end? Who was the easiest?
Bruh, let me tell you, the easiest and it's funny how 4 years could work. The
Yeah.
easiest opponent was Tennessee Martin. It had to be
UT.
Tennessee Martin.
Right.
Yeah, it had to be UT Martin, either UT Martin or Sanford. But I would probably say UT Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, UT Martin, I would probably say. And my first career start was against UT Martin at the crib. I hit him for like 206, like 2 touchdowns. Yeah, it had to be UT Martin, bro. But they would end up being good because I remember we went down there. I think it was my senior year or junior year. We went down there and they beat us. They cribbed a couple pick sixes and they beat us. They had Don Chapman, good running back. They had Alex
Yeah.
Atkins, the offensive line coach at Florida State. He was there on that team, All American, All Conference. So I would probably say the easiest, like when it like in about 2 years was probably Tennessee Martin, bro.
All right. What's the most rushing yards you ever had in a game?
The most rushing yards I ever had in the game, I think I said 206, but I think it was more than that. Or it might have been 206. I said Tennessee Martin, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think the most yards I ever rushed in a game had to be my senior year against Sanford. And I think that's the game where I actually went for 206. The Tennessee Martin game, I think I had more all-purpose yards. But as far as rushing, I think it was 206, and we played Sanford. That was like early in the season. And then actually after that game, I remember the Daily Eastern News, they ran an article saying how many yards I needed to catch.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't gonna happen. Like obviously he was so far out, but
Yeah.
that did. I ain't gonna lie, that motivated me. Not the article, but trying to chase
Right.
post Cobb. It was a little push for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So it was. I think it was definitely when we played Sanford.
Okay. Okay. That was your hardest opponent. That was your easiest opponent. Most yards. What's the hardest you ever been hit? Who hit you the hardest? Who caught you and that hurt? That some hits be, but they don't hurt. Like the big hits with all them loud, I get back up. Like that ain't hurt, but ooh, you done twisted me, or ooh, like some of them silent hits be the ones that hurt you. So who?
Yeah.
What the hardest up, man?
Well, first let me say this. Let
Yeah.
me say this. I'm thankful that you didn't hit me like you hit Mobley. Let me just say that, bro.
Yeah.
Ah, hey, shout out
Thank,
Mobley, man. Shout out
thank you.
Jermaine Mobley. I'm just thankful you ain't never catch me slipping like that, bro.
Yeah,
I just had to get that out.
I'm thankful too.
Um, but nah, bro, listen. This is a good question, bro. This is a good question, dog. And it happened in practice. It wasn't even
Okay.
in a game. It happened in practice.
Don't tell me Rick's got you.
No, no, not Ricks didn't get me, bro. And that's the thing about Ricks. Ricks had a million chances to get me. He never did. He just used to take the run through. He just tap off. Now Ricks was just like he was real respectful with it. But
Okay. But
the
you should.
dude, what'd you say?
I said to you because he was hitting everybody else.
No, yeah,
But
exactly. Ricks was respectful to me. I can't say. You know what I'm saying? Now, Chad Cleveland, Chad didn't give me no passes. Shout out to Chad Cleveland, that's my boy. Our first couple years, like Chad was going at me. I
yeah,
respect it. Um,
yeah,
but no, it was my true freshman year, bro. We was in practice, and you remember we used to practice over there on the fields, like by the parking lot before we was get on the game field. Well,
yeah,
we in practice obviously, and I don't know if it was inside run or team, but I think we ran like maybe an inside zone. I don't know which side, inside zone, whatever. I kind of took my zone steps, boom. I get the ball, and I'm running. I make a little cut, and then I just get smacked. Tom, I'm talking about like stalemated, hit me, fell back, and my
oh,
head started instantly hurting, bro. Like I'm talking about like
mm.
instantly, my head was ringing. And guess
Who
who
did
it was on the other side, bro?
this? Dobie.
Not
Nah,
Dobie. He was small like Dobie, but it wasn't Dobie.
Bentley.
Bentley, dog. David Bentley. David Bentley, dog.
Yeah,
Pup caught
yeah,
me slipping. You hear me? And
yeah.
I don't even know if Pup know that. And I need to reach out to Pup. But Pup caught me slipping, dog. No lie. That was the hardest I ever got hit, bro. David
Man,
Bentley, my first year in college. David Bentley, he hit me, bro. And then it was so bad, like my head was just ringing, right? So then the trainer at the time, she had to holler at G Love. She was like, we're gonna give your roommate some medicine. He's gonna really need it, but you need to watch him. You need to watch him throughout the night, cause he got a concussion. I was
had you.
concussed, man. David Bentley concussed me. So shout out to Bentley. That was the
Man,
hardest hit, bro. That was the hardest hit, David Bentley.
okay. What was your favorite play call like to run? What was your favorite play to run?
My favorite play
Like,
to run, like you mean like the type of play, like a
yeah, like
sweep
the
or
29 toss, 24 lead, ISO. Like oh, I'm finna get off on this play. I'm finna eat. Ooh,
I would say 29 toss. And the reason why I say that is because that was the play I scored my first career touchdown on. Is a 29 toss sweep, and we played against Indiana State. I don't know if you remember that game, but um
your dad ran down the sideline. I remember that
yes,
boy.
yes,
Freshman,
yes, 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 that's the game, bro. And honestly, bro,
Uh,
that's the most memorable play I ever had in my career, bro. Like playing on any level, anything, bro, because just the significance of it. You know what I mean? Like this is my first career touchdown, and I'm running on this side of the sideline, and then my dad on the other sideline, and we kind of like converge. Yes, bro. That's my favorite play ever, dog. Like that touchdown.
yeah,
That was a 29 toss sweep. Andre had got hurt. You know, he was battling with an ankle at that time, and they popped me in there. And soon coach called it. I was I was geeked the hug. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get out of here. I got a nice little kick out block, cut it up, hit that sideline. That boy was out of there, man.
so did you score on that? Did you score on that play again?
Absolutely.
Best on that
Absolutely, I
play?
scored. Absolutely. That was one of my plays, man. Now I used to love inside zone because one of my biggest attributes was my vision. To me, it was at least. So the inside zone, bro, people get the flowing over the top. I cut back. You know what I mean? So yeah, I scored a lot on that, but I did like inside zone, but probably I would say 29 toss, man, or 28, either one.
This I ain't had this one down on that. What NFL running back would you compare your game to, like your style of play to?
Well, for me, I emulated a lot of NFL guys, growing up. Um, like I said, obviously number one for me was Warwick Dunn. I
Mm.
love Warwick Dunn at Florida State, obviously, but even when he went to the Bucks, like, I had a
Oh yeah,
Bucks jersey, I had a Warwick Dunn jersey. Another guy that was my guy was um Marshall Falk. That was my guy. Of course, he's St. Louis Rams. He was the real deal. Another guy, LaDainian Tomlinson. Like these are guys that like I swear by these guys. You know what I'm saying? LaDainian Tomlinson. Then you had, I mean, I think everybody liked Adrian Peterson. I don't know if my game ever modeled his, but like these are the guys I kind of looked up to, and I kind of took certain things from their game and put into mine. Another one was Eric Dickerson. I love Eric Dickerson. He wore that 29. So those probably be the main guys. But one running back, I gotta show him love because, and we was at college at the same time, but I was just in awe of this dude was Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush, huh?
Reggie Bush.
Bush got the best college highlight film of all time, man. That's
Reggie Bush.
undebatable.
Reggie
Hey,
Bush. And let me tell you something, bro. Like that one game, I think they was playing Fresno State. We was at
yeah,
Moe's or whatever the little club was called, Sticks at the time. They
yeah.
had it on the screen. Everybody dancing. Man, I was watching the game, bro. I'm like, no, I got to go train. I got to go work out. I got to get better because look at the shit this dude doing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would probably say all them guys, and then I have to got to add Reggie Bush in there.
So what was your mindset like going into a game and entering the game? What was your mindset like out there on the field?
I was just trying to just make everybody feel me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted people to know, like, okay, 29, the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, for my teammates, I wanted them to be able to depend on me, to trust in me, to know that I ain't going to do anything that's kind of stupid. I'm not going to play the game the wrong way. But more than anything, I wanted the other team to know, like, we got to deal with 29 all day. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And then, so if you got to deal with me all day, then I got some teammates that's pretty good too. I got receivers, I got tight ends, I got other running backs. You know what I'm saying? So, that was my
Hold on,
mindset.
you got Campion.
Yes, Paul was clearing away. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of my mindset. Like, I got to make people feel me. You know what I'm saying? Then obviously, I wanted the coaches to be able to trust me. Like, yeah, we need some points. We need some yards. We need whatever. Get Webb the ball. So that was my mindset.
Nice, nice. So you took that mindset out on the field, and we would play a team, say Tennessee State, and they had a safety. He ended up making all conference, and he came from Bradenton, Florida, the high school that Peter Ward came from. And he always talk about 2-9, bro, 2-9. So true or false, man? Nikita Roy, has he ever tackled you at Tennessee State when we played, or at any time? He ever made a tackle on you?
I don't know. I can't say, man.
Oh no, oh no. I say, how you get first team? You ain't never tackled V Webb.
I
He's
don't
like,
know,
man,
bro.
stop playing, man. I tackle V Webb, man.
Yeah, he was the
Say,
real deal, though.
Real deal
Yeah,
for sure.
he always been a solid player though, man. I just had to
Absolutely.
get. Hey, he gonna probably watch it. I get him on one day.
Shout out
But
to
man,
my boy.
and I appreciate your time, man. V Webb. I ain't got no more questions for you. I ain't gonna hit you with the
Got you,
three
man.
teams. I'll let you live. You know, we at that time. But man, I want to give you them flowers, bro, because I ain't realize how good you were, bro. I ain't
I
realize
appreciate it.
I didn't realize how good you were until they had you in that paper on that front page, and I was trying to draw you in that study tables because I ain't had no homework. I'm like, you know what? I'm in an art class. I'm finna draw you on paper, bro. Like,
Yeah, I
I never,
remember that.
I never finished it, but I was like, bro, on the paper, bro was a walk on, and he on the front page
Yes, sir.
drawing, and I'm drawing them. So I was like, hey, man, you need your flowers for that, man. Hey,
I appreciate it.
you brought me out to your crib during one of the breaks, man. Showed me St.
Yeah,
Louis. I
man.
hitting the mono in the middle of one of them big.
For sure.
I felt like a lunatic back then. I was about to put a band-aid under my eye, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate everything you done, man, in college, man. You're a great dude, man. Blessings to
Thanks,
you,
man.
your man, your brothers. I see y'all training people, man. What you guys
Yeah,
got
man.
going on?
Yeah, we just doing that, man. And before I say that, man, thanks T Sam, bro. I appreciate you, man. Like you my guy, bro. Like we went through some times together, man. Like and I know this your podcast and you interviewing us, but you was a dog, bro. Like you was a dog, man. Like T Sanders, you made some big plays, bro.
Plays, man.
T
Big
Sanders,
play.
you made some big plays, dog.
Hey, got to make them big plays, man. And I'm gonna make them
Dog.
early. And I'm gonna make them
Yes.
early. Here to sit
Yes.
back and what we doing tonight, man? We don't never really
Yeah.
do. We're gonna do the same thing, but what time we doing tonight? Cause this game over.
Yeah. It's over, bro. I just had to say that, bro, because I mean, you had the ESPN highlight, the return that you had. That was on
Yeah.
ESPN top 10. I don't know who don't know that, but I'm gonna keep saying it. T. Sander, bro, you made some big plays. Even when you had that knee brace on, that big knee brace on, bro, you still was making plays, dog. And corner with the knee brace, dog. T. Sander was locking it, and then you was hit sticking everything, bro.
They didn't think I was gonna hit him, bro. They didn't think I was gonna hit him. They like, oh, he little. He just gonna
Yeah.
wow hit me, bro. Now I don't even want to run
Yes.
over there. I don't even want to come over
Yes.
there. No.
Yes,
Man, I
bro.
skills, man. I appreciate you, man, giving me some flowers and recognizing that, man.
Oh,
But hey,
absolutely. But yeah, we like I said, as far as training, we all training a few kids. It's my brother. He mainly do it because he coaching. I'm not coaching no more. I did for like 4 or 5 years. But my brother, he does most of the coaching. But I come out there and I take photos. I'm a photographer. I love taking photos. And then also, obviously, when kids are training, I'm training. I'm helping them train as well. So we've been working with a lot of kids in the city. A lot of big name kids like Jeremiah Love, Notre Dame running back, one of the best running backs in the country.
yes,
Um,
sir.
we have Fred Moore, excuse me, who's at Michigan. He's a receiver. Work with a couple of kids that's still in high school that's going to big schools. Got a couple kids from CBC that's going to be playing at all these big time schools. So it's just our way to give back. You know what I'm saying? Like we at that age where, when we was dream chasing, we was the only ones there doing that at that time. So why would we not pour back into the kids in our city? So that's all we doing. It's all love, man. It ain't really trying to look for no credit, but if I got some information that can help that next generation, I'm gonna do it, man. I want to
That's
see
why.
everybody succeed.
That's kind of part of the reason I'm kind of doing this. I want to be able to have something for these kids. Like I know a lot
Absolutely.
of people in college and stuff like that. Like my daughter's older brother, he's in college. He becoming a young man, so I
Hmm.
want him to do things like this and kind of hear everybody's stories. So and
Absolutely.
I know some great people with some that did great things and got some great stories. So I
Yeah,
rather
for sure.
highlight everyday heroes. I call them people everyday heroes, man, and I
Absolutely,
want to shine
man.
back on them instead of them celebrities and all of that because that's
Yeah,
garbage. So
I feel
I
you.
want to bring that attention back to real people and that's doing real things and make it better, man. I'm just trying to find a way to
Absolutely.
make. And I know the people that want things to get better, so these the ones that I'm bringing through, and we gonna eventually. I could bring like 8 people up here, bro. We're gonna have
Yeah, we
eight.
got to do it, bro. We got to do
we'll
it,
have a
bro.
8 thing one time, and hey,
Bro,
rotate a
we got
couple.
to do it. We got to do
Yeah,
it, bro. Just let me know. I'm in, dog. Like I can't wait to get on with the guys, bro. And then
Hey,
for real, it's overdue, bro. Like we ain't all seen each other in a long time. It's overdue. And then we
hey,
gotta. Well, I'll talk about that later. But yeah, but for sure,
all
bro.
right.
Let me know.
Hey,
I'm
man.
in, bro.
Hey, it's gonna keep building from here, but this only the second show on Sands and Friends. I got my guest V Webb, aka Wiggles, baby.
And they don't know about that Wiggles.
Nobody. My boy used to take them long runs, boy. Hey,
Yes, sir.
who you hit for? You hit a couple people for a 90-yarder. You hit one at home. Who you hit at home? That was Sanford for 90.
Murray State. I
Ooh,
hit
let's
Murray
say.
State for 90. Hit Murray State for 90 at the crib. And then when we play at Murray State, I hit him for 80 in the Jordan 12s. Like, come on, T. Sanders, stop playing with it. Stop
Like,
playing with it, T.
then you hit Jayville State with about a 90-yard run. You couldn't get in that zone though, but
Couldn't get in
man,
that
I'm like,
zone, though, bro. Yeah.
that run was like 91, bro. You took it from one goal line all the way. I think
Yeah,
for
dog.
6, bro. I was like, what? That was crazy. And we beat them boys, bro.
Beat
It
them
was great.
boys, dog.
It was great time, boy. We needed every 91 of them yards, boy, because
Yes,
it was a
sir. Them boys is
tough game.
tough. Them
It
boys
was a
is
tough.
tough.
But yeah, man, hey, I appreciate the time. We gonna link back up, man. EIU all day, man. Hold the shirt. You see, I got us over there. You see, I got us up there.
Oh,
You still
yeah, I
got
see
yours.
it. I see you, baby.
You still got yours.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
don't
what.
know.
No, I don't got.
You ain't got the light, bro.
I don't got
I'm
the
the
light.
only.
I got a lot of stuff. I don't have it.
I,
All my stuff in my mama house, bro. She got
yeah, you.
all my stuff.
This one from 2005. That one from '05. We went 8-0.
Yeah, 8-0, bro. Won that conference. Like all my
Yeah.
stuff, bro. I don't have it. My mama got all my stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
My even my Hall of Fame plaque, like she got it at her house.
I lost one of my. I won 3 rings, bro. I lost one, bro. Somebody hit me up in my Facebook, say, "Hey, I found your ring. Are you Terrence? I found your ring. You want to come and get it? I'm down here
Did you
working
get it?
something. I ain't gonna meet up with him and get it. He was in
Ah,
no, I don't know where he was. He was gonna
a
meet
whole
me. I
different
think
state. Oh, okay.
no, in this state, but I think I might have lost it. I think I might have lost it like by Gainesville. He was kind of somewhere by Gainesville. I done lost the ring. I don't
Oh,
even know
okay.
how it got. Man, crazy. I should have went and got it
Yeah,
though. But I still got his number though. He probably still got it. But
yeah, for sure.
well, hey man, Bo Webb, man, we gonna be here all night, bro. Reminisce. I'm gonna let you get back to the kids. Go ahead and
All right,
get
bro.
ready. Oh man, hey, it was a pleasure having you. I'm gonna see you at the top, my brother.
All right, thanks for having me, bro. Take care.
All right, brother.